Just joining us, this is Good Morning Abuja. Thank you so much for staying tuned. You know, a lot of businesses need professionals, they need advisory services for them to be able to have, what will I call it, the best they want out of their business, for them to have this professional touch on what to do and what not to do. And that's why this morning we're discussing business advisory services. And we have a business analyst in the house in the person of engineer Onosoya, Abayomi Onosoya, okay? He is the Global Director, African House. Please join us as we welcome you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for
Thank you so much for joining us. What a beautiful morning you will say.
Thank you. I think it's a cold morning.
Cold morning.
Exactly. Good.
All right, thank you so much. So let's begin to look at the role and the importance of business advisory services in, on small and medium enterprises.
All right. Again, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Abuja. Thank you for having me. I will start from this old Yoruba adage. I'll try to coin it in English. It says, the dog that doesn't hear the whistle of the hunter will get lost in the jungle.
Mm,
And the truth is, for you to be successful in life,
mm,
even outside business,
mm,
you need to be guided. You need
mm.
someone to show you how things are done. And they'll say, even in Nigeria, in the colloquial language, we say now, follow who no road, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
And the truth is, for you to be successful as a business person, you need to be guided. You need to be shown the right things to do. Now, not only in terms of how to run your business, but in
Mm,
terms of regulations. Because as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, especially as an MSME, you're often flooded with the requirements
mm,
of actually running your business. You get busy trying to make the business successful. And in the process, you often overlook so many things, like your taxes, like your permits, and the right things to do. And in the end, all these things would, show up in your profits.
mm,
Because if you don't pay your taxes, you'll be in trouble with the government. If you don't know how to handle your workers,
mm.
they'll probably be cheating you. Especially now, when we live in this tough economic circumstance, and you discover that a lot of people, businesses are bleeding money because they often have to make sure they are making enough money to be able to take care of their bills, to take care of themselves. And if you don't manage every aspect of the business properly, you discover that you just give up in the end. So advisory is very, very, very important to be able to
Okay.
guide to where you want to be in the future.
Okay, let's look at some of the challenges from your own point of view that you feel the businesses may be having or business owners may be having that they will now need to call in advisory service.
Number one in Nigeria today, especially here in Abuja, number one problem they are facing is regulations
Okay.
as a small business. And I like to use examples. Let's think of a small business person who has a shop in maybe in Maitama or somewhere, you say, or even Kubo. And this guy has a small shop, and then all of a sudden you discover that he's being bombarded by different agencies who will show up and say, hey, well, from this agency, you're supposed to pay this, you're supposed to pay this, and all the notices keep coming.
Mm.
And for someone who doesn't have that tenacity to, to say, let me hang in there,
Yeah.
it's easy to
Person will
give
just
up.
give
You
up.
will just say, no, 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 no. How much
Mm.
am I making? How much?
Yes.
So, and then they bring different people. So if you do not know the right ways to approach
Go
all of
about it.
this, and in fact, this kills a lot of businesses, by the way. You see, that's number one. And number two is managing people.
Mm.
In Nigeria today, where there's hunger, where people are no longer loyal, you discover that if you do not have the right tactics and skills, your workers will be cheating you as in royally.
Okay. Or you don't have an idea of the business you're even into.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use an example of a friend of mine who owns a farm. He owns a farming business. He produces from the farm and then he takes it to the store where they had bag and then they sell. This guy, it became so difficult to manage the people working for him because some of the workers simply won't show up because they know a guy will not get to work at the 8 o'clock because his house
Mm.
is far from the farm, or
Mm.
in the shop itself, you discover things are missing,
Mm.
and then it became a big issue until we went to an expert who now sat him down and said, see, these are some of the tips and tricks you can use to manage your workers. And then as a result, we discovered that he stopped losing money and his profitability increased by almost 100%. Because by just managing humans, because managing humans is one of the most
And they
difficult
always,
things.
especially Nigerians.
Exactly. You have to manage people properly.
Mm,
Otherwise, your business will be boom. And number three is the financial literacy, ability
okay.
to tell between what is my actual profit
Mm,
and what is my income. Because for small businesses, any money that comes in, it's profit. Okay, fine. Okay, let me go and buy that new shoe. Oh, let me go and pay electricity bill. You need to have that ability to differentiate that. Okay, these are expenses.
mm.
This is profit. These are my taxes, and these are all those things. So financial literacy is one of the major challenges that businesses are facing when it comes to understanding what to do.
Okay. Don't you think even marketing strategies should be part of it?
Exactly. Marketing, yes, marketing too. Nigerians now we believe that we know a lot, and unfortunately, we don't know as much as we think we do. So people will say, yes, I know now, I can buy for two, I sell for five. That's the marketing strategy most people use. So if the market is 10 naira, so I'll buy for two. Yes, unfortunately, we've not reached that stage where a business owner will actually sit down and draw a strategic business plan before he starts.
Mm.
People start business based on hearsay. I heard that pure water is a good business. So the guy will go and borrow money and buy all the equipment, and then
Or because my friend
my
is
friend
doing
is
it.
doing it. So, and as a result, they will discover that it's not as it sounds.
Mm.
So having a strategy, like you say, a marketing strategy to say, you know what, I'm not going to sell my pure water in the normal market. I'm going to take it further to another area to sell where there's water shortage and whatnot. So, and I'm happy you mentioned this. Marketing strategy is important. Everybody wants to sell the same thing. Everybody wants to
Okay.
sell the same. So you need to differentiate yourself. Like in business, we call it market differentiation. What makes you unique? Like I tell
Your
people,
selling point.
your selling point. Thank you. Okay, everybody's selling this product. Why is yours different? Why is your bread different from our bread or his bread? So those are some of the things that we need to inculcate into our business planning, like you said, to be able to be different and have that profitability that we all dream of.
Okay, let's look at you are a professional when it comes to business. What are the qualities of a good business advisor?
Wow. Number one quality is ability to read a lot.
Okay.
You need to know a lot about so many things.
Mm.
You need to know everything about marketing. You need to know, you need to understand different markets
Mm.
because the market in Abuja is different from the market in Lagos. And your clients will not only come from Abuja. Somebody might call you from Port Harcourt and say, hey, I want to establish a spices business in Port Harcourt. What do you think? So you should be able to say, you know what, let me research. Let me spend weeks and days and lots of hours researching
Mm.
the market in Port Harcourt. So you have, number one is having wealth of knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, you need to travel. You
Mm.
cannot be a business advisor by just sitting in your comfort zone. You see, you need to be able to get your hands dirty. Like for me, I don't believe in sitting in my office and enjoying the AC. No, I get my boots dirty. I go to markets that you wouldn't expect me to go to. I'll go to Zuba, I'll go to Kuba, I'll go to Maraba, I would meet people. You need to be down to earth. Otherwise, what you'll be giving your clients are just theories.
Okay.
He'll tell you, okay, in the marketing textbook it says this, the piece of
Marketing test.
marketing. That's what, and unfortunately, this is
Wow.
this is what most so-called business advisors and consultants do.
Wow.
You just grab a book and say, okay, a client needs XYZ. They'll just give it to you, but what's written in that book. But the
Mm.
truth is, reality and theory, they're totally different.
Honestly.
It's like somebody trying to apply marketing strategies you read in a book to Nigerian market. It's totally different. It will shock you.
Honestly.
You see. So those are some of the things. So you need to be practical,
Mm.
you need to be hands-on. You need to go to places. You need to meet real people, meet market women, meet salespeople, and
Okay.
understand things in the most practical way. So when you're giving people that advice, you're talking from a point of experience. So not that somebody's telling you that I read in a book in 1922, it says this.
1960.
Exactly. And things evolve,
Oh,
economies
yeah.
evolve, and you need to evolve with time as well.
Okay. I think we need to go for a break. Okay. And when we come back, we'll continue. Yes, we are discussing business advisory services. We'll be right back after this. It's good to know that you are still there. Yes, we're discussing business advisory services before we went on that break, and engineer Onosoya is still here to continue the discussion. Now, I want to ask a professional, our expert in this job, can you share an example of where you helped a business that was, let me not use the word collapsing, or a business that needed a professional that when you came in and this business picked up?
All right. Thank you. One of the mistakes, or shall I say, that I often see in businesses include ability to manage their assets.
Oh,
Exactly. Because when you start your business, when you become successful, you accumulate different assets in terms of equipment, machineries, and the different things along the process. And then as you grow big or as you start making profits, you often ignore some of these things.
okay.
And then as a result, you discover that you'll be spending money, either to, they'll tell you, oh, this thing is obsolete, you will just throw it away, buy another one and whatnot. And because business advisory does not always end with marketing, sales, HR. It involves managing the assets that you have as well.
Okay.
And in this particular client of mine, they've got different equipment for their food production and whatnot. And then every few weeks, the technicians will tell them, you need to change this, we need to buy this, we need to buy that. And this lady kept on buying and buying and buying.
Mm.
And then we came in and we said, no, 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 no. Let's do an inventory. So we now taught them how to take a proper inventory of what they have in terms of even their equipment, even their total asset overview. So we now saw that they've invested millions and millions of naira in certain equipment that is not generating even one kobo from them, and they're still buying new, and the technicians are advising and probably cheating them. We now said no, this is not right. Then we now discovered that actually you could spend little bit of money to get all those assets back into business and then even to diversify that business. So not only were they able to bring those assets back to life, they even opened up extra outlets
Oh,
somewhere else
wow.
where their business actually doubled in profit. And another instance that I like to quote is the issue of again HR. HR is the number one issue we always find in every business.
Human
This lady
resource
had a
person.
exactly. This person had a cold store business in Kubwa, right? And then very successful woman has 4 5 a cold store thing where she sells chicken and whatnot. And then she discovers that at the end of the month when they do the accounting, she's not making as much as she's supposed to make. Then we'll now say, fine, okay, tell us who are the people you employ. So we looked at their profiles, young people and whatnot. And then we said, fine, I think it's important for you to put a system in place that allows you to monitor everything you do, even wherever you are. So she was advised to install cameras and system hidden cameras, and then what she saw 7 a.m. she woke up and she got a notification on her phone. One of our staffs came early before the market opened and he was taking bags and bags of chicken. He was taking it out to
Wow.
sell. And then she saw it and then she quickly called the security people and then the boy was apprehended and was like, Madam, I'm sorry. How long have you been doing it? For some time. So she was actually losing millions of naira because she couldn't keep track because she has
Track, yeah.
tons and tons of
There was
chicken.
nobody monitoring.
Exactly. So she was able to plug that particular loophole and then she returned to profitability. Even back in our farm also, our farm manager was stealing chicken feed and keeping it in his own private store where he also was selling chicken feed. So we now taught her different tricks and tips of actually knowing how to manage the HR so that you know who's stealing from you, who's not stealing from you.
Mm.
As a result, now she's doing well, she's expanding. So, and there are several examples like that. Even taxes also. You
Mm.
discover that many clients don't pay attention to taxes or annual returns. Once you're incorporated under the CAC laws, you are obliged by law to file two things: annual return
Mhm.
and then your financial statements, to say your taxes, to say this is how much I've made, this is how much losses I've made. Before she will just write it in a small book. I sold 20 naira to this guy, I paid so and so. But in the end, she was not attracting the finance she was supposed to attract.
Yeah.
But after coming in, we taught her proper accounting, simple software that you just input everything in the evening, and then she knew how much was coming in, how much was supposed to pay to the government. And as a result, the banks now are coming to her to say, Madam, we give you 100 million, we give you 50 million. So the banks are actually chasing her. They're the ones now funding her business and her expansion. If now she has gotten a new shop recently where she's expanding also. So my point is, if you're able to structure your business properly,
Mm.
you'll be benefiting from certain things that you normally will not have access to. Banks will not give you money if you don't have a proper accounting. They will not, because if you give it 10 million, you spend it. So having a good advisor really helps.
Wow.
Arranging yourself gives you that. Even government, many people do not even know that you can have access to funding from BOI, Bank of Industry.
Okay.
They will not give you a penny if you don't have a structure. You need to have your statement of accounts for 3 years, your tax returns,
Records
and
of
your
what you've
records
been
of everything,
doing.
your inventory, how much have you bought this
Wow.
month, how much have you
This is
sold.
this is
Exactly.
interesting.
And many people don't care. They just think I can put it all here, no problem.
Mm.
No, I bought 20,000 from Mama Clara. Tomorrow I would pay Mama Kafayat. No, no, no,
Wow.
no. You
Wow.
can put in your brain, but write it down, put it in records, file the right paperwork, and then money will start flowing in. The
Wow.
money is then in the banks for you to take advantage of.
This is just amazing. Okay, we I know a lot of people are listening or watching. They want to people who want to either go into business or those who have gone into business or have one issue, just like what you have just read. We want you to give them the word of advice as we round up.
Well, my advice is this: no matter how small your business is, keep records. Don't say my business is too small. I have a small shop or like no, no, no. Keep records of everything. If you need help, look for a business advisor to guide you in terms of your finances, in terms of your records, in terms of your HR, and you discover that with a structured business, you'll be able to you sleep with peace of mind in the night because you have an overview, a summary of whether you are making profit or you are losing money. So that alone will make you attractive for investors and banks to be able to support your business. And in the end, you discover that you'll be able to track your progress as a
Mm.
business person. So please have records, employ business advisors to help you to be able to guide you to where you want to be.
Well, you've heard it all. You need help. Go and get a business advisor. And from all he has explained as a business analyst and as also an expert, it's obvious that no matter the kind of business you're doing or no matter the kind of business you want to go into, so long as you're a small or medium enterprise, you need an advisor. You need someone who will be an extra eye that will help you checkmate what your business is, how your business is doing. Yes, this is just it. And this is still Good Morning Abuja. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.